Hello, friends. Welcome or welcome back to A Moon Phases. My name is Chimis, and today we're going to be sewing. I saw two little quick, easy projects somewhere on the internet, and I was very, very excited to get them going. So, if you are interested, make sure that you stick along. Before we get started, if you haven't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, enable the notification bell. That way, you guys will be notified every time that I upload a video. And if at any point throughout this video you like what you see, make sure that you hit that like button. It is free and it helps a lot. Let's get going.
Excuse my sound. I forgot to draw my microphone on here, but here I am in these next few clips just cutting out the fabric that I'm using. I believe I'm cutting them all to 6.5 inches. I am needing squares. I am using 4 different color fabrics and they are all cotton fabrics. I believe they're from fat quarters that I bought somewhere. But yeah, I'm just cutting off the selvage piece here for that fabric, and then these are the 4 different fabrics that I'll be using, along with the little tab for the part of the zipper to hold it.
So I have my basting cut. I still need to cut my interfacing, but I'm going to be doing the outer sides of the bag only, and then the lining is going to be left like this for assembly purposes. But I'm going to go ahead and cut the interfacing, and then I'll assemble all that together, and then we'll go ahead and start with our sewing. Alrighty, so I've done the rough cut of the interfacing, which is this one. And just a quick FYI, if you ever use interfacing or when you use interfacing, there's one side that has like little dots. Let me see if I can get them to, there you go. Little dots on this side. And if you notice this side, it's smooth. So the dots, the sides with the dot is the one that goes with the fabric because that's what glues it together. So I'm going to iron it on and then we'll go ahead and attach the basting to it. I may need to use some sort of like tissue paper or something to hold the basting on so it doesn't like lock or start getting tangled in the needle, but we'll see how that goes. Alrighty, so I went through and I just marked my fabric with some lines that I'm gonna stitch over just to quilt them, and then we should be ready to start piecing everything together. That is what I'm nervous about, but it's gonna turn out just fine. So as you see here, I have both of my outside panels quilted. We have, this is how they look. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start the assembly. I took out my zipper. This is the zipper that I'm going to be using. Alrighty, so I don't remember exactly the last time that I was recording. I believe I had everything ready to put the zipper in. But that was a few days ago, and I just kind of went forward and assembled the whole bag. So I installed the zipper. I did put a top stitch on it. This is one of the quilted sides. The other one is the pink one. And then I did add the little tab so it could be open. It looks really, really cute. Once you open the bag, then you can see the inside. It is also perfectly lined. You open it all the way. There we go. You can turn it inside out. It's not reversible because then the zipper would be upside down and you wouldn't be able to close it or open it, but it is completely lined on the inside. And it's a really fun bag. You can store whatever you want in it. Probably not pens because they're too long, but let's try it out. Do I have a pen around here? I do not. However, I have a crochet hook. Let's see if it fits. It does. It does. Standing up or like diagonal-ish, but yeah, there we go. There is the bag. I do have a little bonus project. I'm going to go ahead and add it next, and then I will see you guys back after that. And today we're going to be sewing a bowl holder. It is one of those things that you can put your bowl in, whether it's cold or hot, just so your hands are comfortable while you're holding the bowl. So I'm going to go, we are on this angle because I'm going to go ahead and turn you guys over and put you guys, I'm going to cut my fabric and then we'll walk through how it's going to look. All right. Alrighty, now that I have both of my fabrics, I am going to go iron them just so they're not super bulky there. I'm also going to be using 100% batting for the inside. It's what's going to help with the heat resistance or the purpose of the bowl holder. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of that, and then once I have it ready, we'll go ahead and go over to the sewing machine once everything has been ironed. A little mark from here to here. I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I already made the mark from here to here, and then I'm just going to cut off this piece, and then I'm going to go ahead and sew those areas together. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the next one. We did both of our sides. This is what we currently have. So what we're going to do now is we're going to flip one of these over the right side. It doesn't matter which one. And we're going to put this one inside. Sorry, other way around. Other way around, this way. Right sides together, because now we're going to go ahead and sew all the way around. on all of the sides. And then we're going to leave a little bit of a space about this big, just so we are able to turn it over inside out when we have to. And then we're just going to press the edges and we will be done. I'll show you guys when it's all completed. Alrighty, so now that we have sewed all the way around, we did leave our little opening right here. This is where we're going to flip it over in just a bit, but I'm just going to trim my edges a little bit without hitting the seams, any of the stitches. We don't want to remove those, but we do want to trim the edges a little bit just to be able to have sharper edges once we flip it over. I'm just being careful not to cut any of the stitches. And then here through, I just saw a pin. Make sure that I remove all of those. Here it is. All right, so I'm just going to make sure that I flip everything over, push out the edges, and then we're going to go ahead and, oh, there's another one. We're going to go ahead and just sew top stitch all the way around one more time, and then we should be done. All right, so we flipped it all over, and if you notice, it's kind of like little airbags on the corner. So I'm just going to use the end of either a paintbrush or a pencil or just anything that is not sharp, that is not going to tear through the stitches. And I'm just going to poke it out. And it kind of looks okay, but with my fingers, you know, it doesn't look that well. So I'm going to go ahead and work through that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and top stitch all the way around once I have it folded, and we should be done. All right, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, our bowl cozy. It looks really, really good. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. There's a few things that I made note of that I know that I need to do different for next time, because I am obviously going to continue to make more of these. They are really, really cool. I like that it fits my bowl, obviously. That way I won't either burn my hands or get super cold if I'm eating ice cream. So there we have it, our two projects for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. They're very practical. I really, really enjoyed making them, getting back into that sewing skill, which took a little bit of a troubleshooting, but I was very, very excited. I will be working on a quilt, starting a quilt soon. It'll probably be like a little mini series because it's going to be too much for one video, or the video is going to take a really long time to make. But we'll see about that. I do have another project ongoing, and you guys will probably see that video next, which will be on Thursday. Yep, on Thursday. But keep in tune for that. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure that you guys subscribe. Hit that notification bell. That way you guys will be notified every time that I upload a video. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.